Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence Williams, 40 yards, and the Ravens continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belted out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. The 20. 10, and he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 66 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Second and goal from the 5. They run with blue. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Peters in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The Colts defense, they worked their way back onto the field. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Look at the spin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he cuts it back right. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Shorts has got it. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's caught left side. Tamme. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe...
We've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help? And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front? These are the rounds you love to see. Some big names to choose from here. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see them again. Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here, whether it's A, B, or C. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way.